Twitch is doing the thing where it doesn't really like what's happening on screen, which I think is very funny. Hello, welcome to the Roundtable. I am your friend Chino. That's my friend Templar over there. Hello, Templar. How are we doing on this friendly Tuesday afternoon here in the year of our Lord 2025?
Been busy, man. Busy.
Yeah, Templar.
Racing to get things ready.
Just for so we're going to be posting this on. We're doing this live. Typically, we do the Roundtable on this platform called YouTube. Maybe you've heard of it. It's a place where videos go. But this time we are streaming this as well on twitch.tv/LuxDigitalChurch, our church home. You should probably go there on Wednesday night because it's pretty awesome. You should probably join our Discord, discord.gg/LuxDigitalChurch. It's all in the doodly-doos below. We are streaming this live, and Templar was the only way I can describe it as this. You remember, you've watched the Muppet Show, right?
Relevant to our list. Yes, I have.
Yes. That's why I'm doing this. And so you remember the Swedish Chef when he's like cooking and there's just like a bunch of stuff happening all over the place? You were just bring you, like just clicking all the things. That was you.
Exactly.
Friend is a strong word. Maybe we start with coworker. No, Templar is my friend. He's a brother in arms. I consider Templar a friend. He probably considers me a jerk, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. Are you drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper? Is that what that is? I can't see.
Diet Pepsi with cherry 0.
Oh, that's interesting. Are you a Pepsi guy or a Coke guy?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you're not partisan. You're not going to play the partisan politic game.
I don't have a real preference. I probably prefer Pepsi, I think, but I don't really care. Like if I go to a place and I'm like, I'll just have like a Diet Coke or Pepsi, whichever one you have. It doesn't matter to me.
Sure. Eski says live on a Tuesday. Yes, we are live on a Tuesday. That is us.
We out here.
Yeah, we out here. We're going to be streaming some stuff. So what we're going to be doing is we're in bracket season. You can see that from the notes below as well. Templar, can you walk our...
August madness.
Yeah.
August.
Arms? No. August arguments?
Anxiety. August
anxiety. August anxiety is pretty good.
Yeah, anxiety. August. Yeah, we'll name TBD. We're doing brackets. It's August.
We're coming. Yeah, we'll be getting there.
We here.
Drakon Sin. Hello. I have to Zero and Pepsi Zero tastes better. Huh. Interesting.
I think I largely agree. I like Coke Zero though, but yeah, I largely agree. I like Coke Zero because they make a caffeine-free one.
Yes, they do.
Which is nice because if I have caffeine after like 3 in the afternoon, it affects my sleep. So if I want to have something in the evening, then I can have the Coke Zero with 0 caffeine, which is nice.
Yeah.
But I agree largely.
I agree. The Coke Zero. Have you ever heard the myth about where Coke Zero actually came from? I can't tell if it's substantiated or not, but where Coke Zero actually came from.
Somewhere that
it's a bunch of chemicals.
That taste good.
It's a bunch of chemicals. Essentially, what they did was they ran some sort of like poll or something like that, and they found that they couldn't sell Diet Coke to men. So they rebranded Diet Coke as Coke Zero and then put like one extra thing of flavoring in it. And I can kind of see that. I never mind. I don't drink much soda anyway. I'm like Boots. I just drink bubbly water and coffee.
I guess it tastes more like the actual original drink, right? Yes. Because of the different artificial sweeteners they use. Because aspartame gives that aspartame taste. Like it doesn't matter what it's in. You can taste that there's aspartame in it. Yeah. Sucralose and the other one, I forget what the other one's called. It has a lengthy name that I struggle to pronounce. But they make it taste more like the original one. Yeah, so it's better to them.
How hard do you nerd? Welcome. Good to see you. Real quick, before we launch into the movie bracket, can you give me a Ninja Creami update? Have you made anything so far?
Done a couple things. The prep time is throwing me because you basically need to do it a day in advance. And that requires planning and organization and thought. And none of those things are things that are strong suits of mine in terms of planning things out. So, it's been a bit of a struggle at times. Because like if I want something, I want it now. I don't want it in 24 hours, right?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
so like there's a bit of a struggle there for me, like that I have to think like I might want this tomorrow, so I'm gonna make it today.
Yep.
But I have made some things and they have been good. So like with that being said, I have made some stuff and liked it. I've done a variation on one recipe, which was like Fairlife milk. I won the first time I just used Fairlife chocolate milk. The second time I used the Fairlife nutrition plan ones that are like the shakes that have like 30 grams of protein and like no carbs or whatever. It was better with that and it's lower calorie, but and then I think it's just that and then like protein powder or not protein powder,
pudding,
peanut butter powder.
Oh, okay.
And then like the Jello mix and then Greek yogurt, and that's all that's in that one. And that was good.
Yes.
With the Fairlife shake, it was better than the regular Fairlife chocolate milk, but they were both good. And then I did the like more basic one that's like just the protein powder and a couple things, and it's a little lighter. And my wife and I actually both kind of liked that one, despite not really thinking that I would like that one. Because I think it's just milk and then protein powder and then like the Jello powder and something else. Like it's very light in terms of what's in it. And cocoa.
Cocoa powder.
And so those have both been good.
Jenny, good to see you as well. Zenithal is the one of them that gives me a fat headache. Yeah, that's the one. Xylophone. I think it's called xylophone.
Oh, that's a sugar alcohol, I think, right? I can have erythritol and it's okay. It doesn't seem to bother me. Some of the sugar alcohols do things to me that I won't talk about on stream. So
no, go into great detail. Do you want me to pull up an anatomy, human anatomy as well?
Yeah. Look, I have a PowerPoint, actually. I just happen to have one. Like, we can go through. I've documented it extensively.
Okay, so we are in bracket season. We have been doing the greatest movie franchises. We kicked it off last week. Thank you, everybody, for voting. We're going to be going over the results from round one. We had an overwhelming turnout, larger than we ever had in any of our brackets. So, thank you all for that, and we're looking forward to that continuing. Now, there were some pretty stiff matchups in this one, I would assume. I haven't looked at the results yet. Templar has.
Yeah, we did this one differently. Usually we do it all like, and then we plan each matchup, but because we did it randomly, the first round of matchups randomly, we didn't actually look at the matchups before everyone voted. So this is like Chino's first time seeing most of the matchups other than like voting on them.
Correct.
Like we didn't talk about it on stream, so now it's just going to be going into the results.
Correct.
I voted on 3. Yes, there was variation, but it does allow you to just skip them and then move on, which is nice.
Right.
So you're not obligated to vote on any of them if you haven't seen them. So that's fine.
Correct.
And there was 54 votes overall, which is great. That's a ton of votes for the first round of a bracket, and that was on a short week too.
Yeah.
Without even talking about it on stream, I didn't post about it until Friday. So. Wow. The Godfather franchise is the best. I mean, it could be argued. They're both in the conversation for a lot of people anyways, like top 5 movies ever. So that certainly gives it a lot of weight. We'll see how it does in the bracket, because I think with our community, that matters less.
Yes.
Anyway, so we're kind of doing it all at once here instead of in the different stages. So we're going to go over the results, talking a little bit about the matchups, and then jumping into round 2.
Yeah, and so here we go. Without further ado, the results from round 1 are as follows. Ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 seed, John Wick. By the way, these are not ranked on anything other than a randomizer. This is a randomized list. This is not what we actually think is number 64 and number 1. So don't kill us, Jenny, please. John Wick absolutely giving the pummel to Riddick.
Not shocking. I think Riddick is not I feel like Riddick was never that big of a franchise.
No.
I think a lot of people probably aren't even really aware of it as a franchise. Yeah. So, I mean, it got some votes and it got 12 votes. So, hey, it's out here, but
it's fine. I
voted for John Wick.
I voted for John Wick too. I'm interested to see what happens with John Wick going forward. Yeah, expected, says Boots. Speaking of expected, Transformers getting blown out of the water by Ghostbusters as well. I think I saw this one coming. Ghostbusters has a legacy to it that Transformers, the legacy of Transformers is very much like, hey, those movies suck. Whereas Ghostbusters has that like, hey, these are good. Those are classics.
counterpoint, Transformers 1 and Bumblebee, which are like two relatively recent Transformers movies, neither of which I have seen, but apparently by reputation at least were pretty good.
Bumblebee is
and
good.
And the recent Ghostbusters movies are not.
Yes.
So in terms of recency, like it would probably be Transformers actually over. Oh no! Wait, did Michael Bay do another one that came out recently?
Yes, he did.
Oh, never mind. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I was going to pull that up, but it's fine.
I forgot. There's so many. I stopped watching on the last night. I tapped out. I couldn't do it anymore.
That's fine. But I think the overall.
Yeah, I expected. I was curious if like Transformers 1 and then like if it might be kind of closer, but I'm glad to see Ghostbusters win. The first two of them are good anyway.
Same here. Deadpool and the Godfather. Oh boy, Janny. Squeaking that one out right over Deadpool. I say squeaking. That's like that's a 60-40 split.
It's a comfortable margin, but in terms of the quality of that percentage, even counting Godfather 3, does not really represent the quality difference in these films. So like, or craft difference, I should say, difference in these films. So I don't know if this bodes that well for the Godfather going forward or not. I don't know how much people like Deadpool.
Huh. Boots says he's surprised.
Surprised that Deadpool didn't win, or surprised at the percentage like breakdown?
Yeah, follow up on that while we continue. Narnia versus Star Wars. This is also expected. I'm
surprised it was this close, to be honest.
I am also surprised as well. I would have thought in nerddom, we had 52 responses on this. In nerddom, I thought Star Wars would have just taken it 80%.
Yeah, I thought it would be more overwhelming, but people got some love for Narnia, so that's fine.
What'd you vote for?
Given Age of the Observer, I didn't expect that. Star Wars, I think. I mean, the Narnia movies, they weren't. I mean, I have well-documented complaints about Star Wars, but the Narnia movies, like outside, the first one was solid from my memory, and the other ones I don't even really remember. So
yeah. Draconson, so you're not missing this. This was the results from round 1 that we posted in our Discord server. You can join that, discord.gg/LexIdilChurch. But reading Narnia is so much better. Sure, but this is the greatest movie franchises. Star Wars has 1 trillion books. Narnia has 7.
Yeah, this is the results of round 1. There will be a link. We'll be posting a link after this for the next round for voting.
Correct. Yeah.
So this is just the results from round 1.
Yeah, you can vote for round 2.
Reading Narnia. I never read Narnia, actually. I missed it when I was...
Oh.
I missed it when I was younger.
Thanks for sharing, Boots. Yeah,
or Narnia, if I did, maybe I read Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe at one point, and I just don't remember it. But it was long enough ago that I don't know whether I read it or not.
Narnia still holds up, man. Like even as an adult, you'll fly through them as an adult. There's 7 books, you'll fly right through them. You can tell they're children's books, but like it's the waxing lyrical about C.S. Lewis, and yet at the same time, like they're good books. Like they still do hold up. What section for Discord? It's called the bracket.
The new link isn't there yet. We'll be posting it in the chat, and I will be updating that. But it'll be in the chat here once we.
Right.
If you're hanging out for a bit. Otherwise, it'll be it's under community tab, and it'll be under bracket voting.
Yes. Home Alone running away from the Mighty Ducks. I'm sad to see this one go, even though... Oh, no, I voted for Mighty Ducks. I was one of the 13 idiots that voted for Mighty Ducks.
Did I vote for... I think I voted for Home Alone.
It's fine.
I like them enough, but the Mighty Ducks movies are great, man, and all 3 of them are good.
The first two are. The third Mighty Ducks, when they go to the
third one
school.
where they go to college?
Yeah, they're in like a prep school. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They were the first 2.
Yeah, I voted Mighty Ducks. Yeah. Oh, look at us. 3 of the 13 monsters here. Look at that. I'm a hockey guy. I played hockey from when I was 3 until I was like 20. So Mighty Ducks runs in my veins. And he's Canadian, so he's basically born in the ice, born in the mouth of a goal. Die Hard versus Shrek is oh, wow. That's closer than it should have been, dude. Huh.
This one makes me sad a little bit. I mean, as much as the Die Hard franchise... Well, you're thankfully at least the pastor that has seen Die Hard. At this
the
church,
only one of the 3.
Yeah, the only one of the 3. As much as that franchise isn't very good after the first one, the second one... no, I shouldn't say that. The second one is fine, and I guess I should say the most recent ones.
They're trash.
It's like the first one's great, the second one is okay, the third one's great, and then the fourth and the fifth ones are.
The third one is not great. The third one is good, like Mission Impossible 2 is.
I like the one with Samuel Jackson. It's pretty good. I think I spoke too soon. And the fourth one with Timothy Olyphant is the fourth one is like the second Mission Impossible for me. Like I kind of like that one, the Timothy Olyphant one. That one's kind of fun. The fifth one is just absolutely awful, and no one should ever watch it. Yeah, it's so bad.
Shrek was so influential to the millennial generation.
Yeah,
yes, I agree.
I like we're like deciding what should be in that. Like, I don't really get the love for Shrek. You know, I like the first Shrek movie, but I don't understand the obsession with Shrek online. I don't really get it.
Agreed.
And it's been so long since I've seen any of the sequels. I don't really know. Like, the first one I remember well, and like I've seen the four of them, right? But like I don't remember the second, third, or fourth one at all, really.
Esky, you're not missing anything.
I've never seen a Shrek film. The first one I would say is probably worth watching. Yeah. Oh,
wow. Batman 26 to 25 over Toy Story. First off, this was a heavyweight here. This is George Foreman and Mike Tyson.
Yeah, this one went back and forth during the bracket was open. I checked in on it a couple of times, and Batman was leading, and then Toy Story was leading, and then Batman ended up winning it out. But that's a tight one. That's a rough first round matchup for both. Like, this is a matchup you'd never get if we actually had seeded these. This is not a matchup you ever see in the first round.
No, because this is like 5 and 6 in terms of franchises, or 4.
Yeah, this is way up there. Toy Story. I mean, I never saw the fourth one, but like the Toy Story trilogy, like the first three is arguably like that's in the conversation for the best trilogy of all time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably. The disclude the Schumer movies.
Just all the Batman movies.
Yeah, it's just every Batman. All that's included.
No, it includes all the Schumer. Or not Schumer. Is it Schumer? What was his name? Batman Forever. Was it Schumer?
Andrew Schumer. I don't know. George Clooney's Batman should have sunk the franchise.
Joel Schumacher.
There we go. Amy
Schumer. It did sink the franchise
in a good way.
George Clooney's Batman did sink it.
Yes,
it was like 7 years later that they did Batman Begins, and that was entirely like starting from scratch again.
Yes. And I
couldn't remember it either, Drick Onsen. I couldn't remember it either.
Yeah, Joel Schumacher sounds like a
but yeah, it includes the Schumacher ones. So like, you know, weigh that how you will in terms of your consideration of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Blade versus Guardians of the Galaxy. This is no surprise. I think I'm surprised 13 people voted for Blade, honestly. You were probably one of them.
I was one of them. Yeah, I voted for Blade in this matchup for sure. Yeah. Blade 1 and 2 are great. I mean, Trinity is really bad, but the first two are awesome.
Sure.
And like we have talked about
Guardians ad nauseum
so much. So like, I love the first one, really dislike the second one, and the third one I thought was okay. So like, I'm very mixed on those. And Blade 1 and 2, if you haven't seen them, to me are absolutely worth a watch.
Yes, agreed. Fantastic Four getting walloped by Back to the Future. You can see my Marty McFly hoverboard right here. I don't know if you can actually make it out in the lights. I'm surprised 5 people voted for Fantastic Four. Maybe they were just going off the strength, quote unquote, of the new movie. Although the new movie has had an interesting backlash that I did not expect coming out of. They had a strong first weekend, and then it just tanked right after that. It's like, yeah, it has absolutely had, like I said, a weird backlash that I'll be interested to see what happens going forward. I love Kilmer, but Kilmer in that movie was bad, and Clooney I just can't. Love Blade, but Guardians is the bomb. Yeah, agreed.
I mean, Batman Forever you watch for the villain performances. You watch it because Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey are just going buck wild in that movie.
Just chewing scenery.
Like both of them are just going absolutely wild in that movie. Like that's why you watch that, not because of anything else.
No, and because some of the cool tech is that one the one with Alicia Silverstone and who was Robin in that? Chris somebody or other. Is that the one, or is that the Clooney one?
That's the Clooney one, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. All right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles absolutely handling it again, as I thought, to Lethal Weapon. Again, surprised that Lethal Weapon had 16 votes. Maybe that was some of our more seasoned veterans in the server. I don't know.
More seasoned, yes. I know people love Ninja Turtles, but the quality of films that franchise has produced in general is not great. Whereas all of the Lethal Weapon movies are pretty good to great.
If by quality, so like the first Ninja Turtles was really dark. It was good. The second and third were supposed to be campy, right? And then like all of the animated ones have been of varying degrees. Lethal Weapon,
this counts all of them. So like this includes like the Bay ones.
Yeah,
like,
that one's crap.
Then there was TMNT in 2012, which was not
Also
good from
crap.
my understanding. Or I did see it, but I don't remember it. The most recent one apparently was pretty good. They made a couple years ago. There was a new animated one, but like, so the quality of the Ninja Turtles movies are not good. The Lethal Weapon movies are all pretty good. Like, a couple of them are great. Like, I don't remember I think the third one is maybe the worst one, but like, they're all good. Like, I know people are, obviously Mel Gibson is not the most popular figure at the moment, but
what?
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe he's mostly past that, but
yeah, I think he's past it.
Lethal Weapon has some legs. I love me some TMNT. Dude, franchise goes down after the first. Yeah, it's just pretty spotty. I just think this is mostly an age thing. Like, like a lot of people probably just haven't seen Lethal Weapon, any of them.
Agreed.
Agreed. But they're good movies. They're good buddy cop movies.
Captain America wasting the Planet of the Apes. I voted for Captain America.
This one. I voted for Planet of the Apes. This one's a real bummer for me. Like, maybe I should have used one of the newer posters because maybe people just think of like the 60s ones, but like the new I don't know what your mileage on the newest Planet of the Apes trilogy is, but like
not much.
I love that. I love that trilogy. Like, I think that's great. Like that to me is one of the best trilogies of the 21st century.
I watched that first one and it was fine. I couldn't, for some reason, I couldn't get into it. I don't know why.
Rise is the worst one. Rise is fine. That's the one with James Franco. Yes. Like, it's good. Dawn is the best one. The second one, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and then War is also good, but not as good as Dawn, but also great. So like, I should have used a poster from a newer one. I don't know if it would have helped, but maybe people thought of like the Charlton Heston one and was like, I don't even know. Like, the newer Planet of the Apes movies are really good. I didn't see the newest one. They made like one that like last year, the year before, called Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I never saw that one. But the trilogy that they did with like Matt Reeves did the second and third one, really good in my opinion. Anyway.
Yeah. Moving on, Pitch Perfect versus Jack Ryan. Now this Jack Ryan has Hunt for Red October and Patriot Games and all of those in it. This is not just like the TV show.
I have to believe. Well, I don't know what people's mileage on Pitch Perfect is. I do wonder again if poster played a factor in this because I used Hunt for Red October as the poster image because people like Hunt for Red October is by far the best Jack Ryan movies. That's safe to say, right?
Yes, it is. Thank God.
Hey, I'll say this, and they're not really in my wheelhouse, but like
Pitch Perfect's
the Pitch
fine,
Perfect
dude.
movies they're good. Like I think all of those movies are solid.
Yeah.
Apartment of the Country of the Planet of the Apes. The naming got a little weird. I'll give you that, Justin Guy.
Yeah.
Because it goes Rise of the Planet of the Apes. It goes Rise, then Dawn, then War, then Kingdom. Like Rise and Dawn feel like they're kind of out of order. Yeah, it's just the naming is, and then that's not even counting all the old ones, which there were those, and the names for all those ones was crazy too.
Right. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, goodbye, Pitch Perfect. My wife is going to be upset. Rambo and the Mummy, closer than I thought, but the Mummy, I think we kind of predicted that. I actually voted Rambo. I didn't vote the Mummy. I don't have a big love for the Mummy. I just never. I mean, it's never.
I guess we never talked about it. Does this count the Tom Cruise one? Would we count that here? Because that was its own franchise play. Because they were trying to do their own dark universe thing with that.
It's part of it, right?
I guess so. The first two Mummy movies are great. like
the Brenden
Mummy and the Mummy
Fraser.
Returns, or
Yeah.
the Brenden Fraser ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some older ones, I guess, that would be part of the franchise,
Yeah.
like from the 30s and 40s, probably. Yeah, classic monster movies. I'm sure there's some Mummy ones in there, but
Yeah. Standalone First Blood, one of the best movies of that era. Wow, that is a shout. I'm not mad about it. We talked about it as
First Blood's great.
Yeah, we talked about it with
great.
Sly being an action star.
I like the Mummy movies. I blame Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Boots. That's not a reference I understand.
Fair enough.
Rambo, it's just, yeah. I mean, I love Rambo. I forget what I voted on this one. I might have voted for the Mummy because those movies are just super fun.
Yeah, I voted Rambo.
I know that whole Dark Universe thing fell apart, but I would have been so down for a Russell Crowe Jekyll and Hyde.
Yes,
I would have
been
watched that movie so hard.
Yes, I agree. Jumanji and Despicable Me. Goodness gracious, man, these are close. This is closer than I thought.
There was a couple close ones. Yeah.
Huh. Despicable Me. I'm sad that Jumanji. I think we talked about this on the last show. I have a fondness for Despicable Me just because my kids. I remember hearing these movies in the back of the car as we were going on road trips.
Sure.
But Jumanji, man, I am an unabashed fan of the new Jumanji. I really am. The second one, maybe not so much, but the first one.
I didn't love this. The first one was fun. I liked the first one.
Yes. Yeah, Rambo taking an L is tough. Yeah, I agree with you, Angry Irishman. By the way, good to see you.
I agree. It's a tough one.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this one was, I didn't know what to expect from this one. I didn't know what anyone's mileage on either of these franchises were. I voted for Jumanji.
Yeah. Classic Jumanji.
I don't mind the Despicable Me one.
New Jumanji 6 out of 10. I would give that first one a 7 out of 10. The first of the
the first one's a 7. The second one's like a 5.
Yeah,
or 6,
which averages to be a 6. That's fine. The Matrix versus the Underworld. I'm sorry, our adolescent fantasies.
We got it in there.
Trounced. Yeah. Kate, it was an honor to be nominated. Beckinsale and the Matrix. I mean, I voted for the Matrix.
I mean, we saw that. Yeah, I voted for the Matrix as well, despite my
protestations.
Despite my insistence that Underworld is all part of the bracket, I voted for the Matrix. I mean, it is what, like, I will have this question going forward, but like, I wonder if there's any franchise here that will be carried more by one movie than the Matrix.
Oh,
but you can think, we can circle back to it because there's some other ones coming up that are also kind of in that boat.
Huh. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. That's an interesting. Kevin Hart and Jack Black is too good to not get some love for the first one. Sure, yeah, why not? That's a good call, Template. Let me think about that. The ones that we've had so far, maybe Batman, but I think Batman: The Dark Knight carries it, at least in my head. Although Batman 87 is good.
There's a few good ones in there, yeah.
Or Batman 89. Sorry, not Batman 87. Friday the 13th versus the Terminator. Well, okay, maybe the Terminator is one that carries it because T2. Well, I guess T1 is good
Terminator
too.
Terminator 1 is good. It's just very different.
It's a horror movie. It's a slasher.
Yeah, it's like the Alien franchise. The first one's a horror movie and the second one's an action movie.
Yeah. Friday the 13th. I think I'm surprised 8 people in our server voted for Friday the 13th, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, our server is not one for horror movie appreciation. Let's just say that. So yeah, the fact that it got any votes is like pretty good.
Yeah. Muppets and Kung Fu Panda. My goodness, this was also close. 53 votes on this one. This is the highest one we've had so far. Kung Fu Panda knocking down. Hello, who is this? Is this Pumpkin?
This is Pumpkin. Yeah, he was going to jump up, but sometimes he turns my computer off when he jumps up, so I figured I would just get him.
What does Pumpkin vote for in this one? Kung Fu Panda or the Muppets? What do you think? Pumpkin's more of a Muppets guy?
Yeah, I think he would be. He's pretty chill.
Yeah, he's a big fan. I'm surprised, honestly, that the Muppets got 49%. Honestly, I thought this was going to be a clear Kung Fu Panda winner.
I didn't know what to expect in this one. I'm a little surprised the Muppets lost, but I guess also I just don't know what the mileage on the Muppets are anymore.
Yeah, that's true. The Muppets around Christmas, I would have said the Muppets would have won this one, just because of the Muppet Christmas Carol, because that movie slaps. That movie's real good, and everybody watches it around Christmas.
It's good. Yeah, they have a few good ones. And Kung Fu Panda, Jack Black carries it. I mean, the cast in those movies are pretty ridiculous. Like Angelina Jolie, Jackie Chan. I mean, Seth Rogen. Fine, whatever. But he plays the part pretty well. I'll give him that. And then, is it the guy from Arrested Development? Is he one
Tony
of
Hale.
Yeah. He plays the crane.
Yeah.
So the cast is pretty good.
Star Trek and Pirates of the Caribbean. Not surprised that Star Trek, we have more of a Star Wars fan base in our server than Pirates of the Caribbean. I am surprised it was that declarative of a victory, though. 35-16, 69% to 31%. Nice is that's tough. That's a rough one.
It's a bit of a bummer. I like Star Trek a lot. I don't know what your mileage is on the new Star Trek trilogy. I kind of like those movies.
I don't mind
Chris
them.
Pine ones.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
Yeah.
So Star Trek to me, I was never a Star Trek guy growing up. It was too campy. It was too like the people that were into Star Trek I was around were like so into Star Trek that it turned me off of it. And I love Star Wars, and so people might have called me a basic white kid or whatever at that point. But at the very first new Star Trek with Chris Pine, like into the Spider-Verse, whatever it was, across the universe, I was like, oh man, Star Trek's cool. Like this is cool. Like if this is how Captain Kirk was, and then you go back and you watch the old ones, like man, this is not. Millennial. Hello, Mel. Good to see you. Millennial.
I was a big Star Trek guy. I watched reruns of the original series, and then I was big on Voyager. Was mine. Like I watched a fair bit of the Next Generation, but I watched a lot of Voyager.
Okay. And
then I liked the movies. Like the first. I mean, some of the old movies are good, but then First Contact is really good with the Next Generation crew. Will Wheaton came with a Star Wars patch.
Star Wars, it's just salty. Funny. Will Wheaton's just salty. That's all. Here we go. Bourne Legacy versus the Lego movies. This is close. I think we all saw Lego winning this one though. Bourne Ultimatum is good. The rest of the Bourne movies are fine. Like they're 6 and 7s out of 10. I like the Ultimatum one though.
I like the first one. I like Identity. I don't remember the second one. The first one and the third one I remember pretty well. Yeah. The second one I don't remember at all.
Yeah.
And then there was the one with Jeremy Renner, which was fine.
Ill-fated. Yeah, but the Lego movies, we've talked about these before in some sort of something. I have a love for the Lego movies. Lego Movie 1, Lego Movie 2, and Lego Batman are just, they're great movies for kids and adults. Absolutely.
I never saw the second Lego movie, but the first one and the Lego Batman movie are both great.
The second one is the first one just kind of turned up to 11, but it's not just like, hey, a bunch of cameos. But by the way, I was subjected to Happy Gilmore 2 last night. I'm a huge Happy Gilmore fan, and
my wife and I started it. We didn't finish it.
It's fine, right? Like you kind of know it's just the most fan servicey thing ever.
It's all fan service stuff, yeah.
Yeah. It accomplished its purpose of letting Adam Sandler make another movie under his Netflix franchise to get all his friends plus a whole bunch of golfers that he likes plus Eminem. Like it was all there, right? Like all the pieces were there, but it was just like, really, we're doing this? Like we're just going to do this now? Like this is just what movies are. But the reason I say that is Lego Movie 2 was not that to the Lego Movie 1. Like it was actually good. It was not just fan service.
I was also kind of obsessed with the Bourne movies, Boots, although I will say one of the lasting legacies of the Bourne movies is shaky cam. Because I don't know I don't know if they were the first. Like I don't doubt they probably weren't the first to do it, but I feel they were one of the. They were one of the ones that kind of brought it into the mainstream in such a way that it was sort of every action movie. Then for a little while was just like in every action scene, just someone whipping the camera around. You couldn't really tell anything that was happening, and action movies just started using shaky cam as a way to hide bad action.
Yep.
Whereas in the Bourne movies, it's effective, and the action I think is still pretty good, and you can actually discern most of what's happening. But then when it was applied to other movies, and they just didn't do it as well, you just can't tell what's going on.
Yep.
One of the worst examples that always comes to mind is like Taken 3, where there's like 16 cuts of him just jumping over a fence. because of like Liam Neeson's 80 years old and can't jump over a fence, so they have to cut it like 16 times to make it seem energetic.
Yeah. Yep. We love Happy Gilmore and hesitate with number 2. Yes, that was my thing. My daughter went back to college today, and she wanted to watch that because we watched Happy Gilmore 1. It was her first exposure when she was home for the summer, and she laughed like a fool, and I was so proud of her. Because she usually hates movies.
Oh, for the first one, sure.
Yeah, she usually hates movies like that. Like she couldn't stand. Well, she was fine with like Billy Madison. She wasn't a big like old Adam Sandler fan. But we watched that and she laughed like a fool, and I was so proud. Anyway, we need to move on. Saw vs. Halloween. This is a battle of the horror. Who cares? In my opinion, 41 responses kind of tells its own story. Halloween is going to continue to move on. I voted Saw. I do think I think out of the horror movie, Saw is the better. Like Saw, legitimate. The first Saw terrified me. The first Halloween movie.
The first Saw is a really good movie, yes, and like not really that like. Obviously, there's some like kind of gore, I guess, a little bit in it, but it's not like a real gross movie or anything. Nope. Especially compared to like the later ones that get kind of overboard.
Yeah, like
the first one is like mostly like psychological. Like it's a really interesting movie. And then they kind of went crazy after that. But in Halloween, like I've seen the original Halloween from the 80s, from 1980, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. It's fine. I don't think it's aged particularly well. It was okay. And I've seen the newest trilogy, and like it's fine. And I don't mind slasher movies here and there. It's okay.
Sure.
But yeah, Saw's better. But yeah, again, 41 responses kind of tells you like 50. We had 54 votes like overall on the bracket. So that's like 13 people just didn't even bother voting on this one, so that kind of tells you enough.
If Esky was here, she would say she was one of those. Rocky versus Alien. This is also a little bit closer than it. I think the numbers would say. Rocky taking it over Alien. Alien 3, dumb movie, loved it. Alien, the first one, good movie. Just like a solid psychological horror movie.
Has also not aged the best, but like still mostly is effective. Like the guy in the suit at various points doesn't look great in the first one.
Sure.
But effective horror, like it's the same as Terminator. It's like what I said. The first one's a horror movie.
Yeah.
Aliens is a Vietnam movie. It's like a Vietnam like action movie.
Oh, that is a great way of putting it.
And it's great.
Yep.
And then Alien 3, is not for me. And I never saw the fourth one. And then they just keep making those things. So hey.
Yep. And they keep making Rocky movies too, by the way. So don't.
Yeah, there's the Creed. Yeah, the Creed movies. I mean, the Rocky movies, like the first one is really good. Won Best Picture. Second one's good. And then the third and the fourth one are like fun. Yeah. So like the third one where he fights Mr. T is fun. The fourth one where he defeats communism is fun. And then Rocky 5 is the only one that's like truly terrible.
Yeah.
And then Rocky Balboa is pretty good. I kind of defend that one.
Yep.
And then Creed is really good. And I didn't see the second or third Creed, but the first Creed's great. So honestly, in terms of hit rate, it's a pretty good series in terms of hit rate.
Yeah, I agree. America. Mission Impossible versus Godzilla. Mission Impossible taking it. This is a tough one for Godzilla. Godzilla arguably is the largest movie franchise ever. If you take out anything outside of like a manga or any sort of anything like that. Mission Impossible is a tough beat though. Mission Impossible is like, it's outside of one movie and possibly the newest one that I haven't seen yet. All of the Mission Impossible movies are solid to really good.
Yeah, exactly. This is a tough loss for Godzilla because again, there's like 50 of them that they've done. Like there's been so many Godzilla movies and like it's such a loved and established franchise, but like Mission Impossible, they're great and all of them are fun to great. I haven't seen the newest one, but up until that point, at least, all of them are fun to great. So
you can go back and watch the Roundtable. This is the reason why Tom Cruise is the greatest action star. This right here.
Yeah, shout out our GOAT action star list.
Spoiler, but go listen to the debate because it was a fun debate. Superman versus Predator. Superman taking it over Predator. I'm honestly shocked Predator got 18 votes. This might have been just people that are anti-Superman. Like they're just MCU stans and they didn't want to see Superman in there. I will say Superman does have a couple of really good movies. I think the very first Predator movie is horrifyingly good. Like it's a good movie.
Yeah, the Predator hit rate is definitely lower. I think I might have voted for Predator, honestly, on this.
Superman is white bread.
Yeah. Because Superman 1 and 2 from like the 70s, 80s are good, although I think they've aged poorly.
Superman 3 so funny?
Superman 3 and 4 are like abominations, like they're awful. And then like Superman Returns, it's like, yeah, crap. Okay, it's fine.
He came back.
I like Man of Steel. Like I defend Man of Steel, but
that's the first Cavill one.
The first Cavill one, and then BVS is bad if you want to call that a Superman movie. And then I haven't seen the new one, so like I don't know. I heard it was okay. The Predator movies, like the first one's good, the second one is fine with Danny Glover. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And like everything else is kind of bad, and then Prey is pretty good.
Prey is pretty good. Yes, Prey is not bad.
In the Predator versus Alien movies are like kind of dumb fun if you want that. Like the first one I think is pretty dumb fun if you want to go that route, but like they're not great after that.
Yeah.
Oh, Predators, whatever, it's fine. Moving on.
Harry Potter versus Pokemon. I think I'm
a little surprised. I wasn't sure. I thought Pokemon might win this one just on strength of franchise outside of movies.
I'm gonna say something here, and this might be a hot take. I don't think most people know that Pokemon has a movie franchise attached to it. I think they were voting for Pokemon just sheerly on, I like Pokemon, I don't like Harry Potter. On totality, we're talking like video games, we're talking books, we're talking everything. Like I like Pokemon way more than I like Harry Potter, so I'm going to vote for that because I don't even like Harry Potter that much, and I would say that the Harry Potter franchise is way better than the Pokemon franchise.
At movies, yes, 100%.
Yes. Yeah. It's not the video games.
Yeah.
Harry Potter has a trillion video games, and most of them are bad. That's how I voted, Chino. Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah, I voted for Harry Potter movies. Like I saw Pokemon 2000 or whatever, the first one with like Mew and Mewtwo.
Yep.
Mew, yeah, but I whatever. I haven't even seen the other ones.
I'm sorry that I voted the Avengers. This is a tough beat for the Ocean's movies. I don't think they were going to go much further than this. Yeah,
it might have been able to get an easy matchup. But like if it was against like Halloween or something, or like one of the horror franchises, it probably could have got through. But Avengers is a tough one. So
Esky is,
even though like hot take, I don't. Well, I guess it's pretty good. Like I don't know how strong the Avengers just as a franchise are, because like the first one is good but hasn't aged well in my opinion. The second one is pretty bad. Infinity War is great, and then Endgame is like fine. So like for me at least anyway, the Avengers films themselves as a franchise is just not that strong.
Yeah. Ocean's 11 is a classic. I agree. Ocean's
11 and 13 are great.
Yes. 12, you know what? 12 was not bad. We watched 12 recently and it was not bad.
It's not great. It's been a while since I've seen it, but my memory was that it was not great. But
it's just they cranked the whole like Brad Pitt is a cool dude knob too much to the right. And then they dialed it back for 13 and everything was fine there. Twilight versus Men in Black. Thank you for being sane, Lux Digital Church Discord server, and not going all Jacob on this one. Men in Black is clearly the superior movie franchise.
Yes.
Moving on. Paddington versus Indiana Jones.
Tough one. Tough matchup for Paddington.
Yeah, I mean, we saw this one coming, though. Indy's great. Those first three Indy movies, man. Temple of Doom in particular. Raiders is good. Temple of Doom is good. I don't know. I like the first three Indy movies. The Crystal Skull kind of sucked, but
it's been ages since I've seen Temple of Doom or the third one, whatever third one's called. But the first one I've seen multiple times, and I've seen relatively recently, and it's great. The fourth one is terrible, and the fifth one I heard was terrible, and I didn't watch it. So
he hid in a refrigerator in the fifth one, so that's got to be something, right?
That's the fourth one. I saw that one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the lead line refrigerator drives a nuke.
Yeah, exactly, because that's how you do it. Lord of the Rings, absolutely whomping the Lord of the Ring or the Hunger Games. Thank you also for just understanding what good movies are. Fifth was terrible. How do you compare cute bear with a guy with a whip. I mean, Jani's asking the question I think we were all asking. Lord of the Rings, the GOAT. Absolutely. I think at the beginning of this, I called Lord of the Rings to win this. I think that was what
you did.
Yeah. I'm not.
I don't know. It's certainly in contention, especially with our community. I think it's got a good shot. Like 47 votes. That's more than some of the other matchups got voted. Like with the votes on other matchups. So
yeah.
The Hunger Games getting much more. So the Hunger Games getting 5. I mean, shout out.
Yeah. I mean, you showed up. You played the game. That's what happened. How to Train a Dragon versus Thor. This is interesting to me because I thought we would have had more Thor, especially Ragnarok lovers. But How to Train Your Dragon, man, they're not bad. They're not bad at all.
No, they're all good. Like all the whole trilogy is good, and the live action one I heard people liked. I'm good on live action remakes of animated movies, but all 3 of the animated ones are really good, and the Thor movies, like. My mileage on Ragnarok is not what most people's is. We've talked about all these superhero movies so much, but like my favorite Thor movie is the first one. So like, and that movie is like solid. So
it's fine.
Like to me, it's not. Yeah, it's not great as far as the franchises go. Because the first one is solid. The second one is is always in the conversation for the worst MCU movie, and then the third one is like other people like it more than I do. But like that's what's saving that trilogy. So
yeah. We've got a couple more here. Fast and Furious versus Spider-Man. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for validating Spider-Man, the winner of our best animated series.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse, best animated movie. I've got nothing else to say about this other than
tough matchup for Fast and the Furious. I like those movies; they're fun, but
yeah, they're fun.
Tough, really very tough matchup for it in the first round. So.
So this is the tie. Let's go to the next one, and then we can come back to the tie. We have one more after this, and then we can come back to the tie. How's that sound?
Yep. Okay.
X-Men versus, this is almost a tie too. X-Men versus Iron Man. That stinks, man. I think Iron Man 3 is a terrible movie, and I think
it has its defenders, but yeah, I'm not a fan.
X-Men has some, like, probably 3 good movies plus Logan, if we're going to count that in this, which
would be counted. So like, the first 2, then for me, First Class and Days of Future Past, and then Logan. So like
the third one is garbage.
And there's some bad ones in there, but the Iron Man movies, like the first one's great, the second one is not very good, and then the third one is also not very good to me. So like, I don't know. Bummer.
All right, so we have a tie. Now we're going to... it's 50-50. We have a couple of ways of determining this. We have not talked about this. Templar DM'd me and said, hey, we have a tie. What do you want to do? And he said, do you want to talk about it on stream? And I said, what's the thing? What is the matchup? And he didn't tell me. And I said, fine, let's just talk about it on stream. And now I understand why, because these are 2 heavyweights. James Bond is like one of the GOAT franchises, and Jurassic Park is still going. I think the first 2 Jurassic Park movies are holding up the rest of the franchise. And that's just my personal opinion. I can't stand the Chris Pratt ones. I think they're garbage movies. The way I would say is that the tie always goes to like the people that are running the organization. So we would go to what we voted for. Now I can tell you what I voted for, and then we can see what you voted for. If we have a tie there, I'm kind of stuck because there's 2 of us. But I would say whatever we voted for is the tiebreaker. Does that sound fair? It's Drewsy's fault. Yeah, it is Drewsy's fault.
Sure. I think I voted for James Bond.
I voted for James Bond as well. I mean, we got to put one of them through.
This was going to be painful regardless. It's tough. Like, because I love Jurassic Park. The first one I really love.
Sure, but that's not the franchise. The franchise sucks compared to James Bond. I don't mind the first Jurassic World movie. I think the first one is fine. I don't mind it. And the second one is mostly bad, but the horror haunted house bit near the end with the raptor, I think, is a cool set piece. They did that in the very first movie, though. They did the horror velociraptors in the kitchen.
Sure. Yeah, in the kitchen. I know. It was different, though. But anyway. Yeah, I voted for James Bond. I have a lot of affection for James Bond. My dad and growing up, my dad and I always watched them.
James Bond is hot, says Eski. I mean, that's the point, right?
I mean, that is one of the points of him as a character. Okay, so if we're voting for
there is no really the other. I mean, we could put it to a vote of the people on stream right now and say like, hey, you guys, the tiebreakers, but like, they already voted. They already got their chance. Which James Bond? It's the entire franchise, Mel. We're talking about the franchise as a whole.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine. We had to pick one. It was going to be painful either way. So,
which James Bond is hot? Oh, I think Pierce Brosnan's a looker.
All of them?
Yeah, I think Daniel Craig is also Sean Connery's a looker. I think all of them. They're all good lookers. I don't know about the new one yet. I don't know who the new James Bond is. Apparently, it might be a girl. Which I think would be the most Hollywood thing ever. We don't need to go there. But yeah, I think we got to push James Bond through.
Yeah. All right. I'm down.
Okay.
That's fine. Sorry. I'm just editing our next round here based on those results.
Jamie Bond. So while Templar turns into Swedish Chef real quick, I'll soft shoe. So that was the results from round one. I will post those. I will post this PDF into our bracket channel. Wow, straight 50. Yeah, it was a 50-50 split. I will post the results, so you know what we're doing, what we're talking about. Templar in a little bit, he will provide us with a link to go vote. And so then what we do for the next little segment of this is I actually am going to go vote live, and he will vote later on or whenever he feels like he wants to. The big thing that we're trying to get this, obviously we've been taking a lot of time. That was 64 matchups. Now we need to whittle it down. So we go from 32 matchups, 64 franchises down to 32 down to 16, et cetera, et cetera. The choices, we are not going to randomize these, by the way. We are going strict number order. Whatever the random seed was that we picked is the random seed that is going to be happening. I just got a special DM from Templar 10. I'm going to put this up here, and I'm going to hide this, and I'm going to move. Oh, gosh, there are some bangers in this one already. Holy crikeys, buddy. Even that first one is going to be nonsense. All right, so you're going to see some things here. You're going to see all of my windows. That is something you should not be seeing right now. I'm not trying to hide everything. All right, here we go. Greatest movie franchises in the round of 64. Or the round of 32 we're at. So we're going to vote live. I'm going to put this here. You can also vote along. Well, that was a thing that just happened. I don't know what just happened there. I think I killed everything. There it is right there. I wish my office was less hot. Well, turn on the air conditioning. Open up a window. Do something. You can also vote along. I just posted the link in the chat. You can vote along with us right now. All right. Here we go. Number 1, John Wick versus number 63, Ghostbusters. I don't know. Pass.
For me, it's probably going to be John Wick. I like the Ghostbusters movies, the first two. I think they're very good. My connection with them is sort of limited, I think, now. And I don't think it's been enough for me to kind of keep up with it. So for me, it's probably going to be John Wick, because I think certainly in the last decade, they've kind of been all great. And even though I haven't finished the fourth one yet, they're all very good.
I freaking love that poster. That is so funny. The Game of Thrones poster. I don't think I've ever seen that. That is so good.
Yeah, I updated all the posters. So
it's so good. I'm going to go John Wick. I think the Ghostbusters, for the first Ghostbusters movie is good. The second one is fair to midland. The newest ones you're right, are trash. I'll go John Wick. They've just got a hard hitting. They're just, you know what you're going to get with a John Wick movie. Somebody gets shot at the beginning and then everybody dies. That's John Wick. Our second matchup, Batman versus the Godfather. Dang, dude, this is also tough.
It's a hard one for me. We talked about it a lot, but I'm a I'm a Batman fan. He's my favorite superhero. I like a lot of those movies.
He's my
The
favorite.
Godfather movies, I haven't seen the third one, which is bad, apparently. The first one was excellent, one of the best movies I've ever seen. I didn't love the second one, but I think that's because I watched them back to back, and maybe it was just becoming too. I think it was just becoming too much time wise. I kind of was checking out of it. I don't know. I haven't voted yet, and I have no idea what I'm going to do for this one because objectively, the first two Godfather movies are like both potentially in a lot of people top 5 like movies ever, but I have so much connection with Batman that I have no idea what I'm going to vote for that one yet.
I'm going to vote Batman, and here's why. Batman has. I understand how influential The Godfather was. I think The Godfather 3 is a snoozer of a movie. I also think that Batman has transcended a little bit more in terms of importance of franchise. Batman has had campy with all the Adam West junk, has had even more campy with like George Clooney, but has also had good, like Batman 89 is a good movie, and then has had the Dark Knight trilogy, which is like a world of just difference. I think the Dark Knight is better than Godfather 2. Maybe not Godfather 1, but definitely Godfather 2. And I think then the transition into the Robert Pattinson Batman, that whole world that is being formed right now is very cool. Topping it off with the Penguin TV show. Like I really enjoyed the Penguin TV show. And so I think
it was excellent.
I think Batman has had more transcendence. The Godfather opened a whole lot of doors. I understand that, but also like they're kind of full of themselves. Like those movies are kind of.
It insists upon itself.
They insist upon. I was going to say that. I didn't want to. That's a callback. So that's why I'm voting Batman. I'm sorry, Janny. Batman animated series too. Yeah,
this is movie franchises. Boots. We're not. You're not. That's not in consideration.
That's true. Ninja Turtles versus Star Wars. Oh, I mean, it's got to be Star Wars.
It's been fun, Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
see y'all.
It's got to be Star Wars. That's an easy one. Home Alone versus The Mummy. This is also an easy one for me. I have a love for Home Alone. We talked about why I don't like The Mummy earlier.
Oh man, this is actually a tough one for me because like the first 2 Home Alone movies are great. The first 2 Mummy movies are great, but I mean, they're both really fun. But oh man, I don't know. That's another one I'm gonna have to think about.
I'm going Home Alone. Just gut reaction, vibes. Just Home Alone. Just leaves me such a better feeling than The Mummy does. It's just, maybe it's because it's associated with Christmas and I watch it with kids and family and it's cold and all that. I don't know.
Sure.
Matrix. I love the Animatrix, dude. The Animatrix was freaking cool. It was, and then the Animatrix spawned the game.
Yeah, it's very good.
Oh, it was great. Matrix versus Shrek later, dude. I mean, you're right. I think this is, out of all the franchises, this is being carried by that very first movie, but that very first movie is that good. It is that good.
My other one was going to be maybe Jurassic Park because like the first Jurassic Park was doing so much heavy lifting. Like I said, I don't mind Jurassic World, but it's not great. The first Jurassic Park is like a 10 out of 10. It's all awesome. Even Lost World, which is fine, but The Matrix, Rocky versus Guardians. Oof. For me, it's Rocky. I much prefer Rocky. I like we've talked about the Guardians. I like them, but Rocky, to me, that I really enjoy that franchise, and I think there's a lot of bangers in there. So
yeah, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. This is tough. I saw this one coming up, and I stopped thinking about Rocky. This is a very tough one for me. Obviously, you can see my hoverboard here. I love Back to the Future.
I don't know what to do with this one. I also love Back to the Future.
I mean, I think it's got to be Mission Impossible just for the fact that there are 6 good ones.
I think in the end, I'll go back and forth, and then we'll pick Mission Impossible.
Boots with the call, and in the end, I see Matrix versus Lord of the Rings. I don't. I see Star Wars versus Lord of the Rings.
I don't think The Matrix. I don't think one movie can carry a franchise all the way to the finale. I don't. We'll see, but
this hurts. This one hurts me deeply. And I don't want to skip. I could pass and just like chicken out, but I have to vote for something.
Yeah,
I'll come back to it. No, I can't. Let's talk about it now. All right, I'm gonna go Mission Impossible.
I'm gonna go Mission Impossible as well for this one. I think the general quality of that franchise is just too high to ignore.
Yeah. This is an interesting one. I think hear me. I don't need to convince you, but I'm going to go Captain America, and the reason I'm going to go Captain America is because Winter Soldier. The first Captain America was a good movie. Winter Soldier is also a good movie. Superman has declined in quality, and even those old ones they're fine, but they don't hold a candle to what Captain America did.
They just haven't aged well. They don't hold up. The first two Superman movies from like the 70s and 80s do not hold up.
No, they don't.
And I like Man of Steel, and I want to see the new one. Again, I've heard the new one's like pretty good. Captain America, I don't like white bread.
You're not wrong.
And like they're all good. I don't love Civil War. Like I think Civil War is kind of a meh movie, but Winter Soldier for a long time and is probably still a top 5 MCU movie for me.
Yes.
So
agreed.
I will probably end up going in Captain America, but I will have to stew a little bit about it first.
Yeah, that's fine. Harry Potter versus Jack Ryan.
For me, it's Harry Potter. I like, shout out Hunt for Red October, and like all those movies are pretty good, but Harry Potter is for movie franchises. Yeah, Harry Potter is the easy winner for me.
We spent time in Harry Potter world over in London, and my goodness, Harry Potter is just such a juggernaut.
Oh yeah, it's massive. It's massive.
Avengers vs. Despicable Me. This is an easy one, just because of my kids. Despicable Me. I also think they're better. Oh well, do I think that? Let me stop there. Because Endgame might have been crap, but Infinity War was really good.
Infinity War is great. It's the best one. Infinity War is easily the best of the 4, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Harry Potter's overrated. I don't know if that's a hot take. Like,
yeah, I don't think it's hot.
There's like 8 movies, right? So, I mean, for the movies, like the first 2 are fine. Like they're like okay, like they're like more aimed at kids. From 3 on, I think they're all pretty good. I don't love the 6th one, but I think that like from 3 to the end, they're all like pretty good.
Yeah, they're fine.
Well done. Yeah.
I'm gonna go Despicable Me.
I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't really love either of these. Like I don't love like the Despicable Me franchise. I mean, I saw the first few and Minions. There was a time when I didn't mind them, but the Minions thing has run out so hard for me so long ago now that like I don't know what to do with this. It's another one off. Maybe I'll flip a coin.
This is just me and the kids. This is again. I just have warm fuzzies with that one. I do not have warm fuzzies with either of these. I do think that probably Terminator is the better of the franchises because of the ripples. If we're just going on the straight franchise, it's because of the ripples.
How to Train Your Dragon has a higher hit rate because, like, again, the 3 movies and apparently the live action one is also really good.
Sure.
But where it's Terminator, it's just Terminator 1 and 2 that's carrying the rest of them. Like, I've heard some people say the newest one, Dark Fate or whatever, was okay, but like the rest of those Terminator movies are whatever. So I will probably go Terminator because the first one, especially, was a big movie for me growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So I like How to Train Your Dragon, but I think ultimately it'll be Terminator.
Yeah, I agree. This is an easy one. This is James Bond for me.
Yeah. Same.
I mean, we don't even need to talk about that. This is also an easy one for me. Pirates of the Caribbean. I think Iron Man 3 is trash. I don't know how Iron Man made it into the second round here. Let's just wipe it out. Pirates is going to cannonball this one. I think this is the end of the road for Iron Man.
I don't know what my prediction will be for the winner, but yeah, I know Pirates has a lot of love. I'm going to be voting for it for sure.
Yeah. Yay, Pirates, says Boots. This is a Spider-Man is my favorite MCU, my favorite Marvel superhero.
See, the Lego Batman's actually tough. Like, would we consider that? I used that one because I just wanted to change the movie from the original Lego movie. But like, would that be under the Batman movies then, not the Lego movies?
No, come on, it's Lego Batman. No.
Okay. For me, it's Lego. I don't have the same affinity for the Spider-Man movies as others do. So
I like the Spider-Verse movies. I think those are masterpieces, and I think those 2 movies are better than the Lego movies in particular.
Okay, sure.
The Tom Holland ones, whatever. They still haven't grown on me, but the Tobey Maguire, man, we've talked about Spider-Man so much. I'm just going to vote for Spider-Man and get on with it. Lord of the Rings, do we even have to pause on that one?
Yeah, that one's going to be an overwhelming. That's probably going to be the most one-sided, I would assume, of this round.
Indiana Jones and Men in Black is interesting. It's going to be Indiana Jones for me. Men in Black deserves to have its name mentioned, though, because the first two are good. You know what? I didn't even mind the one with the Hemsworth and whatever her name is.
International.
Yeah, MIB International. I didn't mind it. I thought it was dumb, but I didn't mind it. Like it was what you expect. And the first two Men in Black are good. Like they're good. The first one in particular. The second one is whatever. It's fine. But the first one's good.
The first one's great. Yeah. The second one was whatever. The third one is fine. So yeah, diminishing returns on that franchise. And Indiana Jones is just too iconic, I think, to not go for it.
I mean, it made a man's career. He was Han Solo, but like he was from all reports, he did Han Solo. And they weren't I don't know if they were not going to plan him back to bring him back or whatever, but he immediately jumped right into the Spielberg train for Indy right after that and was like, this is the guy. And it launched Harrison Ford's career. And not only that, but like, it's just, they're good movies, man. They're funny. They're adventure. Yeah. They're good.
For sure.
Oof, that was tougher than I thought it was going to be. I'm looking forward to all y'all's votes out there. Looking forward to seeing some results on these votes. There was a couple of Sophie's choices here that I didn't like. In particular, that Spider-Man one. Yeah, because I like the Lego movies. I think Spider-Verse overall is like Spider-Verse is like my Into the Spider-Verse is in the top 10 of my best movies ever seen. Like, and that's a lot, and there's no way I'm going to put a Lego movie franchise over something that holds that in particular. Cool. Any other thoughts before we wrap up shop here, Templar? Anything you've seen? Any comments you want to make? Did I screw up on any of my votes?
Anything I've seen? No. I haven't been watching much recently. I think we were good on this. I jumped back into the Dresden Files. I've been reading those again. So
really, this is like your
my third time reading through them. Yeah. Getting ready for the new one that comes out in January, I guess. I mean, it's just a comfort food franchise kind of for me, right? Like, to jump back into. So that's been fun. No, I think this was good. I mean, so thanks everyone for voting in round one. I'll be updating the link in the bracket channel in Discord, so you can find that during the week. And next week, same time, we'll be going over the results yet again. So
it's going to be fun. Looking forward to it. By the way, I jumped back. I'm watching The West Wing again, like one of my favorite shows of all time. And I saw somebody forwarded, or like I saw a clip on YouTube, and you know how just like the YouTube recommended just pops up these clips of things. And I was like, dang, that is a good show. And so I'm back in, like, I'm into it. Like, I'm into season 3 of The West Wing again. And, like, it's my show again. And I don't understand why. This is probably my 5th time through the series. Go watch The West Wing. It gets a little weird towards the end, but, like, go watch The West Wing. It's good. Highly recommended.
Yeah, I've never watched it.
Really?
I've seen clips and stuff, but yeah, Aaron Sorkin's not really my...
This was Sorkin before he became, like... the monster that he is now. This was like where Sorkin was cutting his teeth, and you can definitely tell as the seasons evolve. Like when he leaves the show in season 6, it was like, bro, you should have left earlier, because season 6, like, it turns a little bit and like the writing gets better. It's less like Democrat versus Republican, and he's definitely very liberal. And that bleeds through, especially in season 4 and 5. But I don't know, man. It's good. It's a recommended show for me. But we need to get out of here. We got stuff to do. Templar has to go do some more chopping like the Swedish chef. Everybody, thank you so much for voting. We will see you next time. We love you. Goodbye.
See y'all.